Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Miracle. Mimi for short. If this is the first time you see my beautiful face, you're welcome. So our next video is from a woman who thought to get divorced is easy. Like seriously? How, gosh, all these kind of things are making me to be scared. Who goes into a marriage? Then what's the need for you to get married if you think to get a divorce is so easy? If you think you just go into the marriage anyhow, or anything that comes out, you just go and divorce. My gender, you can do more than this. You can do more than this. How do you feel getting divorced? Like, yeah, I want to get divorced, I want to get divorced. But after you get divorced, like, will you be happy? Do you always think about the consequences? Do you know the harm it will bring to your children? In Nigeria here, once someone, people here hardly get divorced. So they only get divorced when we know you are physically abused. Like, your husband always beats you at home. Yes, that one is even proof enough for you to leave that marriage. That marriage is not for you. But yeah, I don't think your husband physically abuse you or warrant anything for you to just get divorced. Yeah, sure. Let's check this video out and see what her reasons are for thinking that to get divorced is easy.
Today, I'm going to family court because I'm getting a divorce. I've seen where a lot of y'all are very confused because you were unaware that I was previously or am married, separated, whatever you want to call it. I started posting on this app in May of 2020. But honestly, my account did not get any traction for a while. So by the time my account really started getting some major traction, we were already separated. My attorney deems our divorce very simple. We have been separated for over a year, 16 months actually, living separately. And then on top of that, there's nothing that we're fighting for from the other one. The weirdest part about going through a divorce for me is, one, both of my parents are in their third marriage. So I thought divorce was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl to over here. No, it still sucks. Once I finally started allowing myself to feel emotions, because I am a go numb type person. So once I finally allowed myself to start feeling those emotions, it was very difficult. Best way to describe it is I felt as though I was mourning a loss of like a portion of myself. So the life that I thought I wanted to live, the life that I had envisioned was going to be the rest of my life, and then having to reconstruct it and make it different. So today is an excitingly sad day, if that makes any sense. The reason I say that is because today is a day that I get to start a new chapter, keep moving forward with my life, but is also a day that I'm closing another chapter, which is a sad and exciting feeling in and all of itself, where I'm allowing myself to have those mixed emotions and allowing myself to understand that I'm excited but sad all the same, and that it's okay. Honestly, what has surprised me most about all of this is the fact that I have had so many people figure out that I'm going through a divorce and have reached out themselves telling me that they're going through something similar and they want to make sure I'm where I'm not doing this on my own, and that they're there if I need them. And the fact that it's not just friends, family, and clients, but it's also complete strangers and other people I've met via social media. I'm gonna finish getting ready and then go get the next chapter of my life started. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day.
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
I love how it's always, I'm sad because I lost the opportunity that I was going to have in life. It's never, I'm sad because I lost the person I love or I lost the person I care about. It's all about narcissism. It's about, what have I lost on a personal level? And never is it really looked at from the perspective of, well, I lost a man that I loved for and that I cared for.
Take this all with a grain of salt, because sometimes I think my ex only coached me up so well because he wanted to make me untouchable by other men. But he taught me something that I still practice to this day. He says a lady, when she goes on her first date, she should never sit at especially if it's a place that she likes to go to, she should never sit at a table with a man. She should always sit at the bar. He says that way people don't know if you met there or if you came together. You can't afford to be tied to men while you're dating, because people will automatically assume that it's more than what it is. So I try to keep that, but that really seems to I don't know if it makes men feel insecure or if it probably just bruises their ego. Because the moment I suggested, they like, oh, it must be somebody in there that you like. No, I'm just a lady and I have to be hyper aware of perception. And people may think that I'm overanalyzing when it comes to my ex, but he was a master strategist. Not just something I'm saying. He was a strategist in the military, and this is his job in corporate America. I just think that he taught me so much that sometimes I literally have to pretend not to see the baby game that men be trying to run just so I have a good evening out. If I'm out, let me go ahead and have a good time. But I be seeing what y'all be doing, and I be like, please, at least give me your Super Bowl level game. What is you doing?
No, I don't think I will.
Guys, anytime a woman jumps on the internet and uses phrases like toxic masculinity
my
or
gender.
bruised male ego, feel free to just not listen to the rest of the video because chances are they weren't saying anything important anyway. I went back and watched this video a couple of times so that I could make a comment on it, but to be honest, I still have no idea what the hell she's talking about, and I don't think that she does either. There's something really disturbing to me about people recording themselves crying in the car. You know, guys, I miss the days when things were private, when people had issues, they would solve it by themselves, and they wouldn't go around on the internet crying for attention. But now we have people talking about their divorces, talking about their relationships in front of thousands of random people on the internet. And guys, I swear to you, it's always the girls who get divorced that are out here making these videos, and they oftentimes leave out all of the information, right? You hear the woman's side, he's a terrible guy, he cheated, whatever, but you never really hear the man's side of the story.
Healing after choosing to get a divorce can be unpredictable. Most days I'm fine and I know I made the right decision, but I'm also ignoring that scary voice in my head that's telling me that I'm not going to be able to make it on my own. I have to tell myself every day that everything's going to be fine and it'll work itself out. I got married at 19 and I've been a stay-at-home mom the majority of the last 10 years, so he's all I've ever known. These days I'm just winging it and living under the law of assumption. I deserve happiness and everything will work out the way it's supposed to. Or at least that's what I tell myself. I'm taking everything one day at a time, but thoughts haunt my mind with things like, will my kids hate me one day for leaving? Will I ever be happy? I wish choosing myself for once in my life didn't make me feel so guilty and so alone.
I love how a woman can choose to leave her husband, ruin the lives of her kids, and yet still get up and decide to make a TikTok on how she is the victim and life is so difficult for her. Guys, I stopped listening halfway through this video, but one of the things that stuck with me was the phrase, "I deserve happiness." Nobody deserves to be happy. People don't join this life to be deserving of this thing and deserving of that thing. It's absolutely crazy to me, guys, how the most privileged group of individuals will jump on the internet talking about everything they deserve, and when a relationship doesn't work out because they failed to make it work out, all of a sudden they are a victim.
To everyone's horror, I decide that I'm gonna go back to Barcelona to confront my boyfriend and his side chick in person. I'm due to fly in on the Sunday, and on either the Friday or the Saturday, I get a phone call from one of my friends to be like, what the fuck? Your boyfriend has just turned up to a friend in our group's like house party of like 15 people, so like a really small affair, with the side chick, like a couple. Like, so of course I call him immediately and I'm like, well, sorry, what the fuck? Like, as if this isn't bad enough what you've done to me, you've now gone to our friend's house, like in a couple with this side chick. Like, as if it doesn't put every single person in the situation in the worst possible position, our friends included. His excuse for this is that he was We shared a house and a life together. I'd moved to a different country to be with him. I had become a stepmom to his daughter. I'd rented my house out, sold off most of my business in order to move to the country where he lived. I'd paid the majority of the rent on our home, and I had footed countless bills. And frankly, I wanted answers as to how both of them could do that to me. I just don't think it's a realistic possibility to find out that your partner of 3.5 years has your best mate and then just to be like, okay, I'm going to move on, like without even speaking to them about it. I get what you're saying, but it's in reality that it's not really very feasible, is it, if we're being honest?
Something about this whole story doesn't add up to me, guys. Something tells me that this woman was in fact the side chick, and she was just competing with another side chick. This is what happens when you have a girl who's really desperate for a guy. She'll go out there, she'll do absolutely everything for him, she'll chase him down if he's attractive enough, but if he doesn't commit, if he has other women, and even if it's incredibly obvious that he has other women, it's some terribly big issue, even though they decided to chase the guy in the first place. It never ceases to amaze me, guys, how women will chase men with options who are physically attractive. They'll do everything for that guy and fail to realize that that man typically has a lot of choices and he has no reason to stick around.
Guys, well, I want you to get something I was reading. What's PTSD? Please do have to tell me the meaning of that word in the comment section. And guys, like, I'm beginning to get confused. What is, like, people celebrating their divorce? Like, guys, if you know you can, if you know, I don't even know how, I lack words to explain or to say what I want to explain about. If you know you cannot do this, if you know you cannot do a life thing, don't go into it. Don't just do it because, okay, don't just get married because your people are getting married, or yeah, because your friends are getting married, or because, don't just do it. If you know you will not be happy, if you know you will not find happiness, if you know you cannot sacrifice yourself in that marriage, if you know you cannot bring out things to talk with your partner, don't just go into it. Marriage is for better, for worse. Marriage is two people coming together, not only one person. You two, and before you even decide you won't even get divorced, you have to talk everything out with your partner. Like, you and your partner have to come together, you talk everything. What's the problem? You have to, okay, what of your children? Have you think how it will affect your children? Like, how can divorce be so easy? Like, gosh. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, watch, and subscribe to my channel. And please do not forget to tell me the meaning of PTSD in the comment section. Have a nice day. Bye bye.